me, Sammy. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I hope you're all having an amazing day, whatever it is you're doing. Welcome back to another Meals I Made This Week video, where I show you 4 different dinners and 1 pudding that I've made for me and the kids throughout the week. At the beginning of the week, I upload my weekly food shop haul, and at the end of the week, I upload this video to show you what I've actually created using all of the stuff I got on my food shop. So if you do like this video, guys, please don't forget to smash that thumbs up button, and also subscribe down below if you fancy it. It would mean the absolute world to me. And yeah, guys, without further ado, let's dive in and see what I made this week. It's Sunday evening, guys, and I'm just going to be making some pizza and salad for me and Ava. The boys are at their dad's, so it's just me and Ava tonight for a girls' night. I'm going to be making a margarita pizza today, so just one of these pizza bases I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using probably about 1/3 of this jar of the Lloyd Grossman pizza topping. Then I'm going to be using a handful of grated mozzarella to cover our pizza, and then I've got some ingredients for some side salads. So I've got some floret mixed lettuce, some bacon flavoured crumbles and crispy onions for that little bit of crispiness on top of our salad. I've got some sweet corn, a little bit of pepper, some cucumber, some cherry tomatoes, a bit of grated carrot, and a little bit of sliced onion. So we're going to be using all of these ingredients to create a little side salad to go alongside our pizza. Altogether, the ingredients that I'm going to use will cost £3.67, guys. Super affordable and really, really easy. Let's dive into the cooking. First step is to preheat the oven to gas mark 6. I've taken out one of our pizza bases, and the other one I'm just going to pop in the freezer for a later date. Then we're just going to pop our Lloyd Grossman pizza topping and some of our mozzarella on top of our pizza base. That's our pizza toppings ready. Now we're going to pop this in the oven for 7 to 9 minutes. Now I'm just going to prep all our salad ingredients, like slicing up the onion, the pepper, grating the carrot, quartering the cherry tomatoes, and slicing up the cucumber. Then going to put it on our plates with some sweet corn, some lettuce, and then top it off with the little crumbles. That is our salads all finished and ready. I feel like I've just been to the harvester, like picking all the different veg to go on my salad and then topping it off with the bacon and onion bits. So that is our salads done, guys. Just waiting for the pizza to be finished cooking, and then we can serve up. Pizza's finished cooking. Gonna get this sliced up and onto our plates with our salads. That is our dinner all served up, guys. So we've got mine here with just over half of the pizza, and then we've got Ava's here with the 3 smaller slices as well. What a perfect way to end our Sunday. The pizza smells absolutely incredible. Can't wait to try this tomato sauce. Neither can Ava. We're gonna go and enjoy this now, guys, and we'll catch you later in the week for another meal. It's Monday evening and it's time to make some dinner. We're going to be making a sausage and bean casserole with a stuffing topping, which I'm really excited about. Let's run through all of the ingredients and the overall cost of this dinner. So I'm going to be using a tin of cannellini beans and a tin of butter beans, a tin of chopped tomatoes with herbs, a garlic and herb stuffing mix, some vegetable oil, some dry chili flakes, and some smoked paprika. We've got 2 large carrots and 1 large onion. We've got a packet of 8 reduced fat pork sausages, and we're going to be using a half of a chicken stock cube as well, guys. Altogether, this comes to £4.53. Let's dive into the cooking. First step is to preheat the oven to gas mark 6. Now I'm just heating up some vegetable oil in this very large saucepan, ready for our sausages. Now I've popped our sausages in here. We're going to cook these for about 10 minutes. While our sausages are cooking away, we're going to peel and dice our onion and our 2 carrots. Now our sausages have been cooking for about 8-10 minutes. We're going to add our chopped carrots and our onions now, as well as 2 teaspoons of paprika and a teaspoon of dried chili flakes. That's all going to go into here now. I'm going to give that all a nice fry up together now for about 5 minutes. And while that's cooking, what we're going to do is we're going to drain and rinse our 2 tins of beans, and then I'm going to make 150 millilitres of stock using half a chicken stock cube. Now that that 5 minutes is done, we're going to add our 150 millilitres of chicken stock to this, along with our cannellini beans and our butter beans. And then to that, we're going to add our tin of chopped tomatoes with herbs, and we're going to season it generously with black pepper. Now we're just going to let this simmer for 5 minutes on the stove top while we make our stuffing mix. Now what I'm going to do is deviate slightly from the packet instructions. The packet instructions says 300 millilitres of water, so I'm going to do it with 250, just to make it a slightly drier stuffing for the topping. So we're going to mix this whole packet mix now with 250 millilitres of water and give it a mix. And that is our stuffing mix all ready for our topping. Just going to leave that aside for a moment until we're ready to use it. Now this has been simmering for 5 minutes. We're going to turn this off the heat and transfer this into a baking dish. Now we've popped that into our baking dish, what we're going to do is top this now with our stuffing mix. And that is our stuffing topping complete. Now we're going to pop this into our preheated oven on gas mark 6 for 25 minutes. And that is our sausage bean casserole with our stuffing topping finished and out of the oven. Now we're going to serve up. So that is mine and Ava's dinner served up. If the boys were here too, as you can see, there is plenty and it would have fed them for a whole dinner as well. But because it's just me and Ava tonight, I am going to make sure that this gets used either for another dinner for me and Ava, or it's going to be used for several lunches throughout the week. But yeah, that is mine and Ava's dinner all served up. Guys, we're going to go and enjoy this now, and we'll catch you later in the week for another dinner. Tuesday morning, guys, and I'm going to be prepping our dessert for later on. We're going to be making some peanut butter and jam tarts today. Really looking forward to eating these. Let's run through the ingredients. All we need, guys, is some short crust pastry. I'm using ready rolled. I'm going to be using some smooth peanut butter, some strawberry conserve or strawberry jam, and then a little bit of icing sugar for dusting later. That is it, guys. Really, really nice and simple. Let's start the baking. Going to be cooking our jam tarts in this little tray. First thing to do is to roll out our short crust pastry and then get a cutter ready to cut out some circles and pop them in the tray. So we cut 12 out of that perfectly. Now what we're going to do is just get our little case and just pop it into our thing, pushing down gently until it's in the little casing. So we're going to do that 12 times. And that's our tart cases done. Now, using the trimmings, I'm actually going to get a sharp knife and just cut out 12 little hearts for us to pop on the top later. I've just finished cutting out our 12 little hearts to go onto our tarts. Now, I would normally save the rest of our short crust pastry, make a little pie top, or do another round of tarts later on at some point. But because it's the summer holidays, we're definitely having fun with the rest of the dough, and Ava's just using it as sort of like an edible Play-Doh almost. So while Ava's having fun with the cutters and the dough, let's finish the rest of our tarts. Now I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of strawberry conserve and 1 teaspoon of smooth peanut butter to each of our tarts. I'm going to try and do like a yin and yang shape, but I'm not sure how well that's going to go, but let's see. Let me put the jam and the peanut butter into these now. So that is our tarts filled with the jam and the peanut butter. Not quite yin and yang, but I tried to make it look cute anyhow. Now what we're going to do is just add one of our little pastry hearts into the centre of each one. Just like that. Now what we're going to do is just chill this in the fridge for at least half an hour. Got the oven preheating to gas mark 6, and our tarts that have been chilling for a little over an hour now are going to go into our preheated oven on gas mark 6 for 10 to 12 minutes. May have slightly overfilled our tarts, but this is our tarts after 12 minutes, guys. The jam was all bubbling, the pastry's all golden. Gonna let these cool down now until we're ready to serve later on. And that is our jam and peanut butter tarts all served up, guys. Just sprinkled on a little bit of icing sugar. We're gonna go and enjoy these now, and we'll catch you later in the week for another meal. Thursday evening, and I'm about to make some cheesy pea pasta for me and Ava. So let's run through the ingredients and the overall cost of this meal. So I'm gonna be using some shell pasta. I'm going to be using about 3/4 of this pack of Parmesan. I've got a little 50-gram chunk of salted butter. I'm going to be using some black pepper, and I've got 200 grams of frozen petit pois. Altogether, guys, this comes to £3.55. Let's dive into the cooking. First step is I've got this pan of boiling water on with a little bit of salt in, ready for our pasta. And we're going to cook our shell pasta in that pan until it's al dente. And then what we're going to do is add our peas in 3 minutes before the pasta's done. So I've just added our peas to our pasta now, so that's going to cook for 3 more minutes. Now in this saucepan I've put 1 tablespoon of freshly cracked black pepper. What we're going to do is just dry toast this now on a medium flame for 1 or 2 minutes. Be very careful not to burn this, but yeah, we're just going to toast our black pepper now. And once our black pepper is toasted, we're going to add our 50 grams of salted butter to this. And then we're just going to stir that around until all the butter is melted. Now our pasta and our peas are done. We're going to drain this off in a colander now, but first we're going to reserve about 300 millilitres of our pasta water. Now I've just turned the butter and the pepper off of the heat. What we're going to do now is add about 250 millilitres of our reserved pasta water to this now to make a silky sauce. Now that we've got our buttery sauce, what we're going to do is add our pasta and our peas into this now. Now that's looking delicious. All we've got to do now is add our 75 grams of Parmesan, a little bit at a time, stirring each time to make a really silky cheese sauce. Now my sauce is looking amazing here, but if you do need it a little bit more saucy, then you can pop in a little bit more of the reserved pasta water. But if not, if yours is fine like mine, then you can just discard the rest of the pasta water. And what we're going to do now, guys, is serve up. And that is mine and Ava's dinner all served up, guys. We do have quite a bit left, which can do another dinner and a lunch for me and Ava, to be honest, or maybe just a couple of lunches. But yeah, guys, we're going to go and enjoy this now on this lovely rainy Thursday evening, and we'll catch you later in the week for another meal. It's Friday evening, guys, and I'm going to be making some Chinese style orange chicken with rice. Absolutely buzzing for this dinner. It's going to taste so good. So let's run through the ingredients and the overall cost of this meal. Going to be using some long grain white rice, some garlic granules, some light soy sauce, got some clear honey. This is honey from my nan's beehives, which is why it has no label. Then going to be using some corn flour, 2 large oranges, 1 green pepper, 1 onion, 2 spring onions for garnishing, and 600 grams of chicken breast fillets. Altogether, guys, this comes to £6.84. It's always more expensive when we have a protein in here, but definitely worth it with this one, guys. So let's dive in and start the cooking. First thing is I've got my rice and water in my rice cooker. Just going to cook the rice in here now, and that's going to stay warm until we're ready to serve. I'm going to get our food prep done first. So what I'm going to be doing is juicing both of our oranges, and then we need about a teaspoon of orange zest as well. So I'm going to be grating the zest off. Going to be slicing up our spring onions for garnish later. Then we're just going to be chopping up our pepper and our onion, and then we're just going to be slicing up our chicken breast fillets as well into small chunks. So that's all of our prep done. We've got our orange juice, our zest, our spring onions, our onion, our green peppers, and our chicken. Now what we're going to do is season our chicken. So what we're going to do is pop 2 tablespoons of corn flour into this now. And then to this we're going to add a teaspoon of garlic granules, as well as some salt and pepper, and we're going to give that all a mix. Now that our chicken is all mixed up and seasoned, what we're going to do is heat some vegetable oil into a large frying pan now, and we're going to fry this off in batches, probably 2 batches out of this, until it's browned and cooked through. And just while that chicken is frying away nicely there, I'm actually just chopped up 2 carrots because I thought that that would go really well with it as well. So we're going to add another 10p onto the total, guys, making it £6.94 for the 2 carrots added. But I just had a thought there that that would be a really nice addition and get some more veg in this dish. So yeah, I've added 2 carrots to this now, but yeah, I'm just frying off the chicken. While our final batch of chicken is just cooking away there, I'm going to heat some oil into another larger saucepan now. What we're going to do is add the carrots, onions and peppers into here now and cook for about 4 minutes. That is our chicken cooked and removed from the pans. What I'm going to do now is add 250 millilitres of water to this pan just to scrape off all that extra flavour that I don't want to lose. So I've got this water now with all the scraped off bits ready to add into our sauce later for extra flavour. Now that our veg has been cooking for about 5 minutes, it's looking like this. Now what we're going to do is reduce the heat on this, add the juice of our 2 oranges to this, as well as 1 tablespoon of honey and 1 tablespoon of light soy sauce. We're going to add our orange zest in now to this as well. Now what we're going to do is add the water from the pan to this now. Now to this we're going to add our chicken. Now we're just going to keep this on a simmer for 8 to 10 minutes until our chicken is thoroughly cooked through and our sauce has reduced and thickened. And we have this thicker reduced sauce now, which is glazing the chicken and the veg and looking absolutely amazing. All we've got to do now, guys, is serve this with our rice and garnish with some spring onions. And this is our Friday night Chinese style orange chicken with rice, all served up with a little topping of spring onions on top. This is such a tasty dinner, guys. Such an amazing fakeaway for a Chinese takeaway as well. We've got my portion right here. Of course, we've got Ava's as well, who's got the veg, the chicken and the rice. We've got Tyler's and Liam's here as well. Not sure what movie we're going to watch for dinner, but we will be watching a movie this evening. And yeah, guys, that is our food of the week complete. And that is everything that I've got for you this week, guys. Stay tuned for next week for another Meals I Made This Week video. I've definitely planned the next few weeks in advance, so I am super excited for the upcoming meals. So if you don't want to miss that, make sure you turn on your notifications to get a little ping every time I upload a new video. And yeah, I hope you've taken some inspiration from this video, guys, and you've got some meal inspiration to pop into your meal plans for your family. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for all the love and support on my channel. It means the absolute world to me, and hopefully I'll be seeing you very, very soon for another video. Take care. Bye.